back to my channel, or welcome me back to my channel. So today I'm in a little bit of a different setting because it was such a nice day, and at the moment Craig does quite a lot of skateboarding, so Craig comes out quite a bit and skateboards whilst I either sit in the car if it's horrible weather and do some illustration. It's a really nice quiet area we've got. You probably can hear an ice cream van and Craig skateboarding, but other than that it's pretty peaceful and there's like beers and stuff. So yeah, so the sun's just going down, it's about 7:30, and I just thought that, I don't know what the sound will be like either because I don't know if the wind's going to be affecting it, but we'll see. I don't know if we try. So I just wanted to film this video today. It's like a little life update because I really have not been present on the internet at all. I've been on my Instagram and I've been on Snapchat. I've now got a Snapchat as well, which I'm loving. But I haven't really, unless you follow me like on there, you wouldn't really know what's going on. So basically, in March, I normally go a bit quiet anyway with uploading videos because it's Craig's birthday on the 10th of March. So I normally go a bit quiet anyway around then. But basically, that was on the 10th, and then Jodie, our cat, hasn't been very well. Every year she gets a little bit under the weather around the winter months, like Christmas time, and she loses quite a bit of weight, which is weird because obviously Christmas you gain weight. And so yeah, she loses weight, but she's done it for a couple of years in a row now, and she's lost weight and then bounced straight back in the spring and been completely fine. And she's still eating her food, she's still, you know, doing all the things cats do, she's still playing with Scotty. We've got like a 6-foot unit in our living room, and she's literally jumping the whole 6 foot, like literally still. So she seemed fine. So yeah, so through Craig's birthday we noticed she was getting a bit more unwell, and not really being able to jump as much. Like when she would jump, but she would like stumble and like miss, and like Joe would never miss. Joe's so agile, if that's even the right word, but Scotty's not. Scotty doesn't jump very much. He's like Garfield, but she jumped loads and she wasn't really doing it, so we were like, that's a bit strange. So after Craig's birthday we were like, we're going to take her to the vet. So the 15th, I think, something like that, came around and we took Joe to the vet, and to our local vet, and they said Joe's so sassy, like she's friendly with us, but she wasn't really friendly with like anyone else really. Like she didn't let anyone else pick her up, only us. So, and it took her like a year and a half to get used to me because Craig had her for a year and a half before he met me. Yeah, before I moved in. So it's a loud bird. Yeah, she wasn't really friendly with anyone else really other than us. So we were a bit hesitant to take her to the vet. We thought, no, we'll take her to the vet. We have to. We need to know what's wrong with her. So we took her there, and the vet wasn't really, I don't want to like slag anyone off, but the vet wasn't very patient with her. We said to him, you know, she's scared. She doesn't really like people touching her. So just be like, you know, as normal as possible with her. Like try patient, and she should be fine. So we got her out, and she was fine. Like she was looking around. She was fine. Like she just seemed like okay. And then he like scruffed her, like grabbed the back of her neck, as you do with cats, like trying to keep them still. But it was like, she wasn't wriggling. Like, why would you scruff a cat that's like fine? So anyway, so she then flipped. Like, she's so sassy. She was like, what the hell? Don't be scruffing me because I'm gonna go nuts. So she literally flipped. She's not nasty. She's not a nasty cat. But she was just like, like, you know what cats do if you have cats. Then yeah, if they're scared, they just kick off. And like once it's like snapped in her head, like I'm in danger, I'm not okay here, she just flipped. So yeah, we put her back in the carry case, and she actually like scrammed the vet, like, but didn't like, not nasty, just like was like, just flipping her arms around and caught him, I think. And he was like, she's a nasty cat, and I was like, she's not a nasty cat, she's just scared. Like, and he was like, well, you can't say that because she is nasty. So we and Craig were like, okay. So we left there, got in the car, and literally unzipped the carry case. She just looked at me, and I was like, well done, Joe, because now we don't know what's wrong with you, and we've just paid literally like 30 quid for nothing, because for a fight with the vet, because he hasn't even been able to take bloods or anything. So, but he said he suspected with the symptoms that it might be something to do with the kidneys. They couldn't know for sure, obviously, without blood tests. We then waited the weekend, and we were like, right, if it's to do with kidneys, we'll go and get some special renal foods, like kidney like food. Not kidney food, it's like easier for the kidneys to like digest if they've got a kidney problem. So I'm hoping that the screen's okay because there's a fingerprint right on my lens. So yeah, so got her some special renal food. We thought, well, we'll fatten her up now, because she's lost quite a bit of weight by then. She was 2.79, I think she was, when they weighed her. I'm not sure whether that's kilograms or pounds, or I'm not sure, but it must be pounds. 2.4 pound. I'm not sure. 2.79, whatever it was. I'll put it somewhere on the screen if I find out. But yeah, so she was that, and we thought we'll fatten her up now over the weekend and, like, you know, get her some special renal food so she's eating, and because she was still eating at that point. That was the 15th or 16th, and then what do we do then? Oh, so then it was a weekend, because it was like, that was like a Wednesday. So then it was like the weekend then, and she was okay still, but then she'd stopped eating as much, and she stopped going to the toilet, and she was still like going for wheeze and stuff, but she wasn't going to the toilet, you know what I mean, like being too TMI. So yeah, so she then in the night then, she was in her bed, she wasn't really moving, she was just sleeping all the time. She was like, just looked really grumpy, like just staying in one place and sleeping, didn't want to play. She'd get up, go for a drink, have a wee, and then go back to bed. She wouldn't do anything else. So we were just giving her crutches and stuff, and like made sure we fussed her, and made sure she was okay, made sure there was loads of water. And then, yeah, then she stopped eating her food. Yeah, so then basically when we went to bed that night, then she had wet the bed that she was sleeping in. And like, she wasn't incontinent, but I think she just was so weak that she couldn't make it to the litter tray. So we got her some milk and a syringe, and I decided I'm not having it. I thought, I'm not having it, I can't just watch her literally just suffer. So we were holding her like a baby like this, so we were holding her, we've always held her like that. And I was feeding her with a syringe with milk, trying to get her to have something, and like you would give her some and she would actually have it, and you'd give her a little bit and she'd drink it, give her a bit, she'd drink it, she was fine, or you know what I mean, she wasn't fine, but she was having something to drink. So then Monday came around, we thought we'd take her to another vet, get a second opinion. So went to another vet, and straight away we said, look, she's not friendly, she's not going to like this, please, if you really, really can, we really want to know what's wrong with her. If you can get bloods, then I really, really want you to, because like, they could have offered us bloods in the other place, but they've had to put her to sleep through a cage, and we didn't want to put her to sleep because she seemed too weak anyway. She was only 10, we thought. So we just celebrated her 10th birthday on the 5th of March. So they took her to a different vet. Straight away we got her out. She was quite weak, so she was really like, not friendly, but she wasn't going to kick off. She was just too weak to even kick off. So they got blood tests from her, and then that came back then on the Tuesday that it was kidney failure and kidney disease. So, oh, there's a massive bee. Oh, oh my. Okay. Tuesday we had the news that she had kidney disease, kidney failure. So we were like, okay, what can we do? Like, what's the options? And they were like, the options are put her on a drip and hope that the fluids help her, and that could work to bring her levels, because the levels were so high. I'm looking around because there's a bee right behind me now. So he said that say the levels were like 100, her levels were like 800, like not even exaggerating, they were so high. And he's like, he hadn't seen them high like really on many animals like that. So really bad news. Most of her levels were really bad, like really just ridiculously high. So we had three options: to try on the fluids and see how that helped, take her back home and let her just like pass away peacefully, or put her down. So that's just shit, because we were like, we don't want to do either of the last two. Like, if the only thing we can try is this fluids, we're going to try it. So we decided then, it was really hard though, because it was like, if anything happens to her when she's in the vet, we couldn't stay with her, we won't be there. Oh, I don't want to get upset. We decided then Tuesday night to put her on the fluids. So we took her in Wednesday morning, early as hell. So 10 hours she was going to be on the fluids for, and hopefully then her levels would come back down. We could like try and stabilise the situation, because basically with kidney disease, it doesn't always mean that they're not going to get any better. No, they won't get any better, but it's like you can stabilise it with like certain foods and certain diets. So she would have had like a good quality of, we asked him, would she have a good quality of life if she pulled through this? And he was like, yeah, she could do. Cats have. She's only 10 and she's a house cat, so she could do. So we were like, we're going to try it. So we put her on there, went home, and then we just waited then all day. It was like horrible. We were just at home without her. Scotty was like, where's she gone? Like, do you mean we came back without it? We'd gone a couple times with her, but then we came back. So yeah, he said bye to her before we left in the morning, and we were ringing around, but he said bye. And the day before, when we were waiting for the blood test to come back, he just sat in front of her. I'll insert a picture. He just sat with her in her bed. It was so cute. It was like he definitely knew. He was like looking after her. We'd wait for the news then, if she'd got any better, or what had happened. So we waited till we rang at about 2 o'clock, and they said we rang at about 4 o'clock, I think it was, and she'd been there like most of the day by then. And the vet came on the phone and was like, I'm really sorry, it's not good news, she is dying, like she's too far gone, if you can come in ASAP, because she hasn't got, like, she's literally got hours left. Which was like, we were just like, what? Like, I just don't see how this cat we've had for 10 years literally has got hours left. It's like, it's so horrible. I don't want to cry on camera. So we went there, and we got there, and she was just really weak. We asked him, does she know who we are? And he was like, probably not, but like, he said she wasn't in any pain until that point, but then she probably was in pain, because basically she was just shutting down, her whole body was just shutting down. So we decided it was only fair to have her put to sleep, which was the hardest decision we've ever made, because I've always said I'm not going to be able to put this cat down. Like, I literally love this cat. She's like literally like a human being. We speak to her because we're at home all the time. In the day we speak to her because we work from home. We speak to her all the time. She's like being there for us, both of us, through like loads of massive things in our lives. It sounds ridiculous, but like, if you're a cat person, you'll get it. But like, she was properly our best friend, you know, like, and so I've always said I'm never going to be able to put this cat down. I mean, I'm not going to be able to do it, but like, in that moment I realised, it's like I grew up. In that moment I realised that like she isn't going to get any better. She's suffering, she's in pain, and it's not fair. So we had to do what we had to do. So we held her in our arms, told her how much we loved her, and how much she meant to us, and how much we're going to miss her, and how much she's done for us, and how much Scotty loved her, and how much we're not going to forget her, and we just told her everything. And then we like do like love eyes, like slow blinks. We did that, and she like looked at Craig, like, and he said, the vet said she probably wouldn't know who we were at that point, but because she's so far gone. But she looked at Craig, like, and she like, you could just tell she knew. You could tell she knew who he was. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm getting a little bit upset, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But yeah, so that was that. Then we took her home, and we decided to bury her at home. So she's now buried in the garden, and that was like, I think the burial was like worse than the putting her down, to be honest, because you've just got to leave your animal on the ground. Like, I don't want to put her on the ground. I don't want the thought of her being on the ground, you know. She was just so beautiful, and she was just felt, even when she like died, she just felt so smooth. So we took a lock of her hair, cut a little bit of her fur off, and a whisker, and we're going to keep that. Like, it's the only thing we've got really of Jode. So we buried her on her favourite bed, the cushion, just the cushion on its own. I was really proud of Craig. It must have been so hard for Craig to dig a grave for his like best friend, you know, so that was really hard. But we pulled together, we did that, and then I didn't want to cry on camera, I didn't think I was going to cry. And then we kissed her goodbye. I actually made Craig get her back out. He'd like put her in, and then like was like bye, and we'd kiss bye, and then I was like, can you just get her back out? I just needed to kiss her again. I just couldn't stop kissing her because she just looked so, she was just so perfect. So, and anyone who's lost a pet will know exactly how that feels. We buried her, and then we bought this little, when we were like buying a shovel, buying a shovel is like the worst thing in the world to bury your pet. We saw this little like cat figurine. It was black and white, and it had these big massive LED eyes. So we bought that because I was going to turn the LED off. I don't want the LED lighting up and being like, hello, on top of her grave. So we bought that, and when we buried her, it was a really loud bird. When we buried her, we put that on the grave, and then put candles in the shape of a J and lit them, because it was like 9 o'clock at night by this point, so it took so long. And yeah, so we said our goodbyes, and that was it. So that has been really, really, really sad, because it's just so, it seemed really quiet in the house without her. Like, even though she didn't speak back, we spoke to her so much that it was like really quiet. But even though we still have Scotty, and I love Scotty to bits, he's my absolute world. It was like, Jode, like, where she, it was just horrible not having this. It's just horrible now, just having, it's been 6 weeks now, and I just miss her so much. Every single day, we both do miss her so much. The vet said she literally has had this for years, and they said that there was nothing we could do because cats hide it. Cats hide it really well until like there's nothing really you can do, like it's too late, which is exactly what she did. She was still jumping that 6-foot unit like 3 days before she died, and it's like 20th, and it's literally ridiculous. It's like 3 days later she's gone, so it's weird as hell. So we couldn't have done anything. We did the best we could. We tried, and at least we tried. It's like, yeah, we went with her on her last day for like 8 hours, but we tried. Like, if we hadn't have tried and she died, we would have been like, oh, perhaps if we tried then she would still be here, you know. We would never know. So at least we know we tried everything we could, did the best by Jode, and yeah, so that's what happened. So that's where we've been. We've decorated the house. We're decorating the house at the moment, and I did a engagement photo shoot for my brother and his fiance a couple of weeks ago. That was really fun. So yeah, we're fine. Like, I'm okay most of the time. Like, most of the time I'm just cracking on with my day, doing what I'm doing, working. Work's really busy, doing really well with the business. I'm blogging, I'm still doing that. But then, like, I'll just sit there and think about it, and I'll burst like crying, because I'm just like, where is she? All I want to do is go and pick her up and just catch with her. So yeah, so it's hard, been tough, and I've not lost a pet like when I've been old enough to like realise, or really any family. I've been lucky enough to not really lose any family members. So yeah, she was like my family, and I miss her loads. So yeah. So I'll probably insert some pictures and stuff. I'm going to make a nice video for it. I'm not sure if I'll post it online because I want to put like some quite personal videos in there. But I've done a blog post all about it, so I'll link it below. And I've also got blog posts about the engagement photo shoot if you want to check that out, so I'll link that below as well. Sorry about the bit of a downer, Debbie Downer. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer on this video because my channel is like, I don't really get really personal on my channel, but I just thought it's like not going to make sense if it's like, where's she been, and then she's back and we don't know why she's been gone for so long. It's really nice. So yeah, so I'm okay. Things are okay, and that's why. So yeah, so hopefully there'll be loads more videos to come now. I'm going to try and film one every week, so I'm going to try and do loads more videos and just keep up to date with my channel. So I don't want to say I hope you enjoyed this video, because you probably didn't enjoy this video, but I don't know, hopefully it like comforts somebody to know that somebody else, like everyone obviously goes, it's not just me, everyone obviously goes through this, because most people have pets, so everyone's gone through this at some point in their life or will go through it, and it's horrible. But, and they say it gets easier, but at the moment it's getting harder because it's longer that I haven't seen her for, so it feels harder at the moment. Sorry, that's a bit of a downer, but the next ones will be all upbeat, and we'll do makeup tutorials, vlogs, and hauls. I've got a Primark haul coming up as well. I also just quickly forgot to mention that while I've been away, my channel actually hit 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. So I never thought I'd have 1,000 subscribers, so I'm really pleased with that. So thank you if you're a new subscriber, thank you for an old subscriber, and if you're new, then please subscribe. And I'm sorry this was a downer video. My next videos are going to be really fun. So find me on Snapchat also. I'm Sophie 1 on Snapchat and Instagram. I love Snapchat, it's amazing. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and helped me get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll just see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, bye!
Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. Keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the park.